Alrighty, we're dropping down to a new planet. Here we go, folks. Fulgora. At last. Yeah, I'm definitely not active, so I don't need to worry about that. What am I looking at? What is this place? Lightning attractor. Ruins. What the fuck was that music, dude? That was scary. This planet is, like, empty. There's nothing freaking here. Oh my goodness. Oh, scraps. Okay, so that's what we need. We need scraps. Just want to come say hi. It's time for bed. No worries. Hope you have a good sleep. Have a great night. You've earned a good rest. Okay, so what am I doing? So I need a landing pad. Oh, we'll start with the landing pad, and we'll figure out what happens next after that. Okay, lightning rods. So lightning rods are going to be an important recipe to make. 8 steel plates, 12 copper cables, 4 stone bricks. Alright. So I'm going to request my... Oh, I'll let the cargo landing pad come down first. We can worry about everything else after that. So this is what's actually going to set us up. Don't tell me this is all the area that's protected from the lightning strike, because that is scary as hell if that's all that gets protected. Okay. Now we can start bringing the stuff down in bigger amounts. Okay. Also, during nighttime, the whole planet gets freaking bombarded with lightning storms. Am I in danger if I walk outside? Can I get struck by lightning? I don't want to work. I don't want to figure it out. It's kind of scary. This planet is kind of miserable, huh? The music is so creepy. It sounds like the Diablo 1 soundtrack or something like that. Very, very creepy. Okay, so I need to make recyclers, or do I need the tech for that? So if I mine a Fulgoran vault, I can get the recycler. I assume this is a Fulgoran vault. Ah, here we go. Ah, here we go. This area is covered with lightning rods. Alright, sweet. So at some point there was, like, civilization here, but they got wiped out. I don't know how I feel about that. So at some point, somebody was here. They had, like, a full-on, like, nation. Yes, we need to gather the scraps. Let's grab a ton of scraps to start. So apparently you can, like, turn the lightning into electricity. The day-night cycle on this planet is so short. So what kind of planet is this that the day-night cycle is so short? Is there a word to describe it? I don't even know. Okay. Is there even any point sending down solar panels? I don't know if there is. Okay, well, in any case, let's send down concrete. Send down our steel. Processing units. Electric engines. Rage that I'm not filling this thing up too quickly. Okay, I need to stop sending stuff because we are definitely going to fill this up before too long, which we don't want. There we go. So we've unlocked the recycler. So recycler is made with steel, iron, wheels, processing units, and concrete. I feel like you almost want to just start this planet with logistics. It almost doesn't even seem worth trying to do anything else. Okay, so priorities are to set up recycling and to set up production of lightning rods. So solar panels are basically useless. So I can recycle by hand, but obviously it's a lot easier if I just do it with the shit that I've got. Oh, so the ones that they've left behind can't be used to gather electricity. It's only the ones that I make. Okay. Steel, copper, stone. Okay. Oh, I'm feeling like very lost. I will figure it out, don't you worry, but ah! You can get struck by lightning when you're walking around. That's not good. So I suspect that pretty much all of the resources we're going to get is going to come from scraps. Okay, should at least set up big time scrap mining. We can set up a good scrap mining system. That should get us to the planet. And I should have enough materials, I think, to do an emergency evacuation if we need to. Obviously, I'm not planning on doing an emergency evac, but if the planet becomes intolerable, I'm pretty sure I've prepared enough materials to leave, is basically what I'm saying. And so far, I find the planet very interesting. It's very different. Which is a good thing, mind you. Just don't really know where to start. Okay, what else can I ship down? Ship down my big poles and substations. Squishy footsteps. Okay, send down a couple miners, send down some oil, all that sort of stuff. Alright. Okay, well, I mean, we're safe enough, I think, to run around in the electricity. It's not going to kill us. Whoa! Just a couple of lightning strikes gathered that much scrap for us, huh? So we probably want to dismantle their crappy lightning attractors and make our own lightning rods. Okay, so I need to get stone bricks. The best way to get stone bricks is to get some furnaces and just cook some bricks. Put my substations back. Get some furnaces. So steel, copper, we just get straight from the binary process. Okay, so how do we... Okay, I think I might send down some solar panels and some accumulators. Just as, like, backup. So basically, if nothing else, we'll have minimal electricity generation. So the accumulators might be worth actually hanging on to. The solar panels, I'll just put down a few, just to basically have a few. Because how little do we actually generate from solar panels? $12 kilowatts. Damn. That is like nothing. $144 kilowatts. Just wow. Genuinely, just wow. So I should destroy yours and replace them with mine. So I can get materials for destroying your crappy... Ah. Unfortunately, since that one wasn't on the grid yet, I was too slow. So it looks like we need accumulators to actually store electricity. Ooh, that one at the bottom needs the coverage. Okay. Let's try and create like an accumulator sort of pattern that includes... Ah, there we go. That's a pretty good blueprint. So it's a protected... Cannot build on oil ocean. This is the ocean? What the fuck? What do you mean this is the ocean? Oil ocean and deep oil ocean. Well, if that's the ocean, then... Hang on. Processing units, concrete. Okay, so I'm gonna need... Just bring me my robots, man. So how do we get the stuff across the ocean? I mean, I can walk, but... Surely I'm not expected to, like, bring everything manually, right? Okay, this is... I'm very interested, but also very uncertain. So every time these lightning rods are struck, it adds electricity into the network. Oh no, it has to hit the one that's... To charge the accumulators, it has to hit the one that's actually nearby. Oh, no, the problem is that it's not actually connected. There we go. Okay, now that should be alright. Okay, so we have tons of scrap. Okay, so how the hell do I make recyclers? Processing units and concrete. Concrete. Scrap. So we can get concrete from recycling. And processing units. So... So if I just do some hand pressing... You fucked up, your desk is stained orange. How did you manage that? And hello, random. What happened? Now I can see what was it last time that was saying this planet was quite annoying. I think it was SSL was saying this planet could be quite annoying. Oh! I'm producing 5,000 processing units per hour. I think that might be a glitch. Because there's no way I'm producing it. But a super duper forgot about it. Oh no! That's terrible. And super dupers are so good too. What do I use ice for? Oh my goodness, this planet is something else. Holmium ore. I don't really know what I'm doing, but that's alright. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That sucks. I just literally need, like, one recycler. And we can get started. I mean, I've got blue circuits. I can just... You have ADHD? Ah, yeah. That would certainly make it more difficult, for sure. Yeah, and I know how it works. Like, you know, you're in the middle of something and then you just literally, like, completely zone out and just are on something else. Oof. So what's the best way to set up this? I don't even know what the best way to set this up is. I feel like I just want to go straight for robots here. I feel like that's going to make my life a lot easier if I just say, I'm just going to do robots. So how do I get stuff on the ocean, though? Okay, can I make landfill? Foundation is needed to fill the ocean. Oh, God. Okay, logistics. Let's swap this to passive provider. I don't really want this to be working hardcore all the time. Oh no, the problem is we don't have any electricity anymore. Oh god. Oh man, I can already tell this is going to be really hard. Okay, so I need to make holmium. Holmium solution is stone plus holmium ore plus water. How do I make water? I think you can melt ice? Yes. Okay, so we can melt ice to make water. I think the trick is just going to be to just use robots for everything. Rather than trying to do things manually. Okay, so whenever the lightning rods get struck, we at least get some electricity. That's good. Okay. So request a chest and a chem plant. So we're going to have to be very efficient with our space here. So I'm going to want one requested chest to do multiple things, basically. So we can only build on these islands. This the island is 68 million scrap. I guess this is the island where they give it to you, basically, so it's like, if you get stuck. Like... 1, 2, 3... It's essentially, this island here is if you get stuck, you've at least got basically like infinite resources. Alright, so this is going to be ice melting. So this can be... What are they called? What the hell? Lightning rod. Be a recycler. This can be... What can this even be? Something else that we should assemble. I suppose I can put down another chem plant to make chromium solution, right? Yes. Okay, so what do we need here? So all this stuff, we need ice as well. Stone. Chromium ore. Steel, copper cable. Stone bricks. Which we are, unfortunately, as of right now, not making. But we can make. So let's filter this to grab stone. If I could spell, that would help. Now I need pipes. Okay. Pipe. This is going to be a long planet, I can already tell. So I suspect I'm probably meant to settle on this bigger island. I'm gonna see how I go on this tiny island for now. Okay, so this can be chromium plate. Which can then go into a asset provider. Nice. Oh. What do you stack up to? 50. Look, we're not going to probably need more than 100 of these. What do you stack up to? 20. Probably not going to need more than 3 stacks of these. Okay, so all things considered, we're actually doing alright here. Oh. Ah, craft 50 holmium plate. And it lets us get the electromagnetic plant. So electromagnetic plant is steel plate, processing unit, holmium plate, and refined concrete. We also unlock superconductors and supercapacitors and electrolytes. Okay. I see. Heavy oil. Okay. So we can get heavy oil from this. So this is the science pack. This is our objective. This is what we want. Okay. Okay, so we can gather heavy oil. So we're going to need some storage tanks. Oop. Space. Final frontier. Storage tank. Grab some storage tanks. I'm going to send down the rest of the materials. We definitely need more accumulators. We're not going to need solar panels. Okay, so we gather oil from the water, basically. So we're not going to need this to set up here. This is just literally our starting point. So we come back here whenever we need materials. Any of the stuff that we're sending back, sorry. We're making stuff. We're making it slow as heck, but it is being made. Which is honestly kind of remarkable. Like I said, I'm actually very surprised how smoothly this is going so far. Can we get a logistics roboport to touch? I reckon we can almost get him to touch. Unless they've specifically designed this shit so that it won't touch. Which is entirely possible. It's a bit mean, but... lightning rod. I mean, it works. It connects. I mean, the big question, I guess, is... if I do this, are my robots gonna get freaking destroyed? And the answer is probably yes, but... it connects, it connects. So their lightning rods... oh, because these are lightning attractors. Is that, like, one of the techs? Lightning collector. So I assume that the lightning attractor is basically a lightning collector. So it's more efficient with a bigger range. Okay, so the stuff that they've put down, the people who came before us, is better, which makes sense. these just go straight into a chest, which is kind of interesting. So basically everything that we need, we get from recycling. So I quite literally don't need these anymore. I'll keep the solar panels here as, like, basically just backup power. Are we... We're recycling batteries. So how do we actually get iron plates? I suppose to get iron plates, you would take iron wheels and recycle them? Makes sense to me. We're out of electricity. There's so many of these ruins. I'm very curious. I wish we could learn more about this lost Fulgoran society. I'm really fascinated by, like, lost societies and stuff like that. Oh shit. I need to grab a lightning rod. Or a few. Storage, thank you. I don't even think it's worth... We don't have enough space to make oil production happen here. The fact that we're even getting this, like, this scuffed little setup to work is beyond crazy. It's a shame that we can't get the electricity across the gap here. Substation wire reaches 18. This is 32. I mean, let's try it. Yeah, nah. It doesn't even get halfway. Okay, so what's actually on this island? Just a lot of space. A lot of empty space. Some Fulgorite. And just lots of space. I'm amazed, but also just kind of dumbfounded right now. Just not really sure what to make of anything that I'm seeing here. But I'm very, very impressed. They've really done a fantastic job managing to make every planet, like, super unique. So is there anything else from the shuttle that I think I'm going to need? So we don't need pump jacks. I might send down just the rest of the chemical plants, oil refineries. Send down some more pipe underground. I'll send down some pumps, because why not? The rest of the assembly machines. Oh, my inventory's full. For a second, I was scared as hell. I was like, oh no. I wonder if the robots can get struck. They can get struck by lightning. That's pretty bad. So we will inevitably lose some robots. I mean, what we can do is we can send our platform away whenever at this point. We've got plenty of fuel for a trip away. So I reckon, platform, you've done your job. I do not want to delete space platform. I want to go back to Norbis. Okay. So you go back there. Don't mind me. Oh no. Because my robots rely on solar power. I have basically no solar power. Okay, so I can't actually rely on my personal robots. So how am I gonna make this work? Like, genuine question. How am I gonna actually get all this stuff to just actually work for me? I mean, as long as the lightning keeps hitting... Recycles so fast. God. So already lost 2 robots. Yeah, the robots aren't gonna last long. So I reckon I don't want the roboports touching. So I can manually move stuff between the roboports, that's fine. But what I can't have at this stage is all my poor little robots flying between these islands getting shot down by friggin' lightning. So this island is its own thing. This island can do its own thing. So it's got the solar panels there as basically emergency, you know, last resort, Papa Roach power. So no matter what happens, this island will have some level of functionality. It's not going to be good. In fact, it's probably going to be quite bad. But it will work. That I can guarantee. It's so bad. All those panels are just 500 kilowatts. Like, damn. How'd we go? Did we make it over Novus? Yep, and now it's just slowly doing the process of, we're filling up the rocket again. Sorry, filling the platform again. Okay, look, we have a decent amount of roboports. I can't deny that we've got a decent amount of roboports, so we can make a lot of stuff happen. Nice. I need to be careful, because... I basically don't recover my energy shield anymore. Ooh. That's a fun little track. Hey, robots, this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Okay. So we're going to need to set up a mining operation here. It's not going to be phenomenal, but it'll be good enough. More big mining drills. Okay. And the soundtrack is very, like, techno-y. I dig it. Definitely gives you the vibes that, like, you're on a weird alien world. There's so much mystery, and I don't suppose we'll ever find out what exactly happened to the people of this planet. So it's not really the type of game that Factorio is. Factorio is not really the type of game that, you know, tells you all this lore and stuff like that. But, in ruins. You can barely tell the difference between the background and foreground stuff. Yes, we need an awful lot of accumulators if we are to get this shit actually working. Okay, so let's start with some accumulator production. Everything can be made in our little modules, so there's no concern from that regard. So we go ACK. increase the requirements a bit. Go 50 and 50. So for rocket parts, so rocket parts are processing units, which we just get from scrap. Low density structures, which we can make by recycling advanced circuits into plastic. Oh no, we just get low density structure as well. So technically, you can kind of just RNG your rocket. The only thing that we don't have is rocket fuel. But rocket fuel is relatively easy to make. So rocket fuel just solid fuel plus light oil. So we get solid fuel from this. Light oil we can get by just cracking heavy oil. Yeah, so unfortunately we can't make, as far as I can tell, there's no coal. What's plastic actually made of? It's petroleum. It's coal. So technically, I think you could reverse engineer coal if you really want. Do I want? The question is, do I want to do coal liquefaction? So we need coal, which we can get. Heavy oil, which we just pump out of the water, and steam, which we can get by just boiling ice, basically. Okay, realistically, we're not going to need that much of either of these. We're not going to need 60 recyclers. 20 recyclers will be fine. We're not going to need 150 lightning rods. 50 lightning rods will serve us just alright. Alrighty. So we're slowly making some accumulators. Which is good. We're out of power, okay. Yeah, the other base does have the benefit of these solar panels. Like, they're not... They're pretty awful. I mean, 500 kilowatts of power is better than 0 kilowatts of power, I suppose. Okay, I'm just gonna grab these. They're such an incredible... But it's so bizarre that it's all just essentially RNG. Yeah, part of me does wish that we could get, you know, the logistics between these two sections going, but we don't really need it. I can easily walk between the sections if need be. It's not a huge problem. Okay, let's pop down another power block. Praying for lightning strikes. This is just a backup power. I need to get rid of the scrap I'm holding. Got way too much scrap in my bag. I think I'll put down storage chests here. I'll basically just dump all the materials that we're not using. So these can at least be used for something, which is good. Okay, filter, stone. We're not going to need more than probably 3 stacks of stone bricks. Alright, so we're going to need a lot of accumulators. Without a doubt. Okay, did I bring any extras with me? I think this is probably about it. Alright, I'll do a final check on what's in the cargo hold. And then we'll probably wrap up for now. We got a lot done, surprisingly. But the biggest thing is that we made it here. Okay, we do have lots of accumulators. Okay, we're going to make the rocket silo. I've used up so much steel. We don't actually have enough to make the rocket silo anymore. That's fine. I'm sure we have 100 steel lying around in some of the chests. I will wait until the lightning storm dies out, though, because I don't want to get hit by lightning and die. Potentially. I'll grab all my robots. I can't quite fit everything in my bag. That's a shame. That's fine. I mean, I may as well pick this up. There's no point leaving it on this island with... Which is basically just sitting there, you know? Yeah, 100 steel. Ooh. I don't currently have any steel. Maybe on the other island? Ugh, I hate slogging through the ocean. How do I not just die? That's my question. Okay, rocket silo we can make. Sweet. It's weird playing on a planet where I'm putting down lots of accumulators, but not any panels, solar panels, or barely any solar panels, I should say. Okay, so all the robots can go here. This plan's really interesting so far. I'm not sure how I feel about it basically being an RNG grind fest, essentially. That's what it is. It's pretty much everything that you get is RNG dependent. It's freaking small on there. So how much power can we realistically store here? A gigajoule. I mean, that's something. But yeah, bottom line is we just need such an awful amount of power. But we are in such a position that we can... This whole area is pretty safe, okay. Let's go request the chest. Okay, so let's request low density structure. Let's request processing units. Let's request rocket fuel. So realistically, at any point, we can leave if we want to. Nothing is stopping us from going. Okay, very quickly, I'll just put down oil offshore pumps. Put down the pipage. These little ruins. There's literally no need to store that. And then we basically just need to decide, are we doing coal liquefaction or not? But that can wait for next time. I think we'll leave it there. Very interesting planet so far. Obviously, we're still figuring out the ropes, and we still need so many more accumulators. But I'm very impressed with how they've made each planet really feel, like, genuinely quite different. So we got so much scrap over there that we could possibly never use it. Over here, it's not quite as much as that, but there's still quite a lot of scrap. Let's pop down a couple more. Well, I was going to say we'll pop down a couple more recyclers, but the game's like, no. You don't get that. Alrighty. Yeah, we'll wrap it up there. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this session of Factorio. We did a lot of stuff back on Norvis. We're still doing a lot of stuff back on Norvis. How's pollution looking? Not that bad. Pollution should start to die down as time goes on. So we did a lot of stuff on Norvis. Did a tiny bit of stuff on Vulcanus, but not really much. I guess the big thing with Vulcanus is we've set up the ability to gather the turbo equipment, so we can use that in the future, which is very exciting if you ask me. Okay, all this stuff can go. I'll just disable this while we're finishing up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing more Factorio. I'm gonna have to unfortunately patiently wait until the next time I have a Factorio stream, which is probably not for another week. But yeah, I reckon we can probably just about clear Fulgora next time. So the big thing is going to be making refined concrete. How do I make that again? So it's concrete, which I think we get from recycling scrap. Yeah, and then some other stuff. Alright, that's fine, Let's stop before we keep getting drawn down the rabbit hole. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this session, these videos, the stream, all that sort of stuff. Let me know how you're enjoying it if you're watching on YouTube, and otherwise I'll catch you all next time. Bye-bye.